Get to talk some volleyball. Welcome to On The Sideline. I'm your host, Jeff Holden. Today, it's me and Big O.
Your favorite guy.
Not your favorite guy, but that's okay. I'm your favorite guy, right? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Anyways, we've been doing this football show. It's been taking a lot out of us, having to get up early on Friday mornings. I don't know about you, but it's been kind of restless some Fridays. But
Restless is an understatement. I mean, last week I almost missed the show. I set my alarm clock, and then I still was late because the alarm didn't go off. I think what happened was I was kind of depressed from the Cowboy game. I just didn't wake up.
Yeah, I knew you were late.
I was in a
here.
coma. Yep.
I was here, But anyway, so we want to try to do Wednesdays as as we're recording, it's Wednesday for our volleyball. We got a couple special guests coming on the show here shortly, but we just want to talk about volleyball and go over our rankings. We're out of the tournament season. We've got some teams that are starting district already, including Iowa Park and Henrietta had a district match yesterday. So we're just going to go over our post-tournament rankings. And, we get a lot of people asking, when are y'all going to do a show about volleyball? So we had this, just so everybody knows, we've had this in a plan. We just have been super busy. And it's been hard for us to get up here on a Wednesday. We've had a lot of things going on. Just life, life hits you and it gets fast and it's time consuming. So
I think the biggest thing is everything kind of literally this school year has snuck up on me. I don't know about everybody else. It's like we're doing all our planning and getting prepared, trying to do things differently because we don't want to be the same group each year. We want to kind of bring a different, feel, a different vibe every year. And I think we were talking about volleyball. Next thing you know, Jeff was like, volleyball's about to start. And so we kind of got going. There's been a lot of good volleyball being played in these last few weeks. There's been some surprise teams that are playing well. And then there's been some teams that we thought would be a little bit better, and they're not playing so well, but they're starting to play well now. And I think that's the most important part is playing well once you get in the district. What you think, Jeff?
Yeah, exactly. And you're exactly right. Sorry, but before we jump in this too far, I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to Jody Bussey. I hope I'm saying that right. Busey. Jody Bussey at Landmark Title Company. She's been our sponsor this year for all the graphics for the volleyball, and so we also want to give her and her company a shout out here on the show. But with that being said, let's hit the list. This is our post-tournament rankings, okay? Number 1, Memorial Mavericks. Number 2, Holiday Lady Eagles, who 14th ranked in the state. But I'm going to say both of those because they actually played each other for the first time, not a scrimmage or anything like that, on Friday. Memorial beat them 3-0. Is that – I mean –
we kind of I think sometimes too for me is what's kind of unique is I wish there could be a fly on the wall when we have like our different debates and things. I will say Holiday for sure for me it's not been a surprise team, but how well they're playing right now with the youth that they have has been amazing. They've been playing some good volleyball, and then with the pieces that Memorial lost last year, a lot of people I think counted them out, thought they would be good, but probably not as good as they are right now. So both of those two teams have been doing some amazing work. Jeff gets to, put the stats and different things like that together. And sometimes when he's talking about some of the stuff that these young ladies are doing, it's like, how is that even possible to do that in one game? Some of the kills and different things that these young ladies are, averaging in one game has been amazing.
Yeah, and what's crazy to me is Memorial's so deep, man, and they've been our preseason pick. They're leading now. I'm not sure anybody takes them or beats them. And honestly, me saying they're so deep, they have so many players that I honestly think that they could probably make 2 solid teams that would be in our top 10. Yeah. That's the amount of rotation and the amount of players that they have. And being over there, I know it's got to be tough for some kids who who could probably go and start on a lot of teams here in the area, and they don't get much playing time over Memorial just because they have so many athletes.
So I have
it sucks at times, but it is what it is.
I'm happy you brought that up. Like, so with them being so deep, do you think that that's a testament of their coach of just being able to keep kids bought in even though they're not maybe getting the playing time that they necessarily want? Or do you think that it's a combination of that and then just being a complete team and understanding that it might not be my night, it might not be my time, but I'm going to buy into what it's about for the team?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, it's definitely some of that, but also I think it's just the fact that it's a 5A school. All those girls play club volleyball. All those I believe all those girls on that roster play club volleyball. And everybody that means they're competitive. That means their parents are competitive. Obviously, that they're all pushing to be a starter on a big 5A school in the area. Memorial's is after year one is clearly the cut volleyball team right now. I mean, anticipate that changing and going in waves, back and forth with Legacy. But right now it seems like Memorial's the clear cut number one volleyball school as far as 5As between Memorial and Legacy. But I think that's just competitive nature amongst kids trying to be at the highest level, playing at the highest level, but also trying to compete within themselves at the highest level to try to be a starter. I think the coach out there does a good job of getting a lot of people rotated, but I'll tell you right now, that's a job in itself to keep all them girls happy and their parents happy, because there is a lot of players.
Happy is the key.
Yeah. So let's go to number 3, who is Graham Lady Blues. So Graham, obviously they're just a bit out of our reach. I don't say out of our reach, but we hear not as much about Graham just because they're covered locally by different news groups and stuff like that. So we do have some contacts out in Graham that do send us information. So luckily we do have that.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
One thing I was going to say about Graham being at 3, coming into the season, that's the one volleyball program that I think that I heard the most about was how good and how much Graham had coming back. I think their record right now, if I'm not mistaken, they're 22-5, and that's a bunch of wins before you get to district play. So that just lets you guys know how competitive this list that we have. You have a team that's that of that caliber, and they're ranked 3 right now. And that's just it's one of those things where each week you can see it. Like Jeff always says, things can shake up each week, so you never know where your team's going to be at next week, or they might not even be on the list because we have other teams that are still good. You never know.
Yeah, and so we'll continue. Number 4 is number 9 ranked Nocona Lady Indians. We had them pinned as one of the I don't like to say surprise, because we all know, especially the locals, know what they got coming up and stuff like that. But they've got a great group of girls. They're the real deal, man. I got to see them play against Iowa Park. They beat Iowa Park, so that again, you're looking at a 2A school beating a 3A school. Some people may say this or that about that, but all these girls in this area, man, I'll tell you what, they all play each other a lot, and they all are in club volleyball, and so you really could take the school name off their jerseys and just let them play, and they'll be just as good.
I mean, we saw that. I think one of the things that we did last year when we saw in our All-Star event, I always wondered how that was going to go, because I think one of the teams ended up not having like a setter, a player that's used to being a setter, and some girls who had set before had to step into that role, and that showed me right then and there that girls they get once they get older, they kind of have their spots that they play, but a lot of these girls are very well rounded. They can do a little bit of everything, and so and one thing for you talking about Nocona, coming into the season, I worried of how well they would play without Megan. Everybody knows Megan as a basketball player, but she also was a very, 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 very good volleyball player as well. So that was a piece that I was like, how what would they do with missing her and a couple of those other seniors that they lost this past year? But right now, Nocona has it rolling.
Yeah, they do. And Number 5, we got Windthorst. You know, they're ranked number 11 in state. Kind of, I'll say, a surprising team. We thought, you know, they lost quite a bit last year. We thought maybe they'd fall off a little bit, but then, you know, I saw them early on this year, and they just keep beating all the bigger schools. They just keep beating, you know, and it's like they have a big girl, or one of their bigs is Kaya Frank, and she's really coming into her position, and she's played, you know, the last couple years, but this year really feels like she's taking that next step and kind of being that dominant force in the middle, and Jaylee Belcher hitting on the outside. So one thing with Windthorst, it doesn't matter who they got over there. That is a volleyball town, and they're going to be somewhere in the mix regardless of who's playing for them. And then number 6, we got number 4 ranked Lindsay Lady Knights. Again, we picked these girls up, or we picked this school up just late, right before school started, and the Lindsay Knights are really good at volleyball. I have not had the honor yet, the privilege to go out and watch them play. I'm hoping to get out and watch them sometime this year. But yeah, to be number 4 ranked in the state in 2A, I mean, you got to be doing something right. Number 7, Henrietta Lady Bearcats, and number 8, Iowa Park Lady Hawks. I'll mention them together. They actually played last night. And so this ranking will change because Iowa Park, who was ranked 8, beat the number 7 ranked Lady Bearcats 3-0. So 3 straight sets, they beat them. So that'll change. Number 9, Burke Burnett Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs. They've had some good matchups. They started district play last night, beat Bridgeport 3-0. They also beat Christ Academy the Friday before that. But they had a long streak of losing, and that was a mixture of, I think, their opponents, obviously, but also like they're trying to figure some different things out. They got some returnees from injuries, and so they're all trying to put that back together. And to round out the top 10, we got Bowie Lady Jackrabbits. They're surprisingly good again this year. I mean, again, I say surprisingly, but not in a way or a sense to disrespect anybody, but you know, somebody you would think would be towards the bottom. They lost some talent last year, but they got good senior leadership out of Camille Shooty. I don't know. I can't remember how they pronounce that, so I'm sorry. But again, you know, I know all these girls' names, and Big O, you know why? It's because they came to our All-Star game, and they're freaking awesome. That's why. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate them coming to our All-Star game and look forward to this year's episode of our All-Star game. So be ready for that. You got anything?
Yeah. One thing I was, you know, we're on the show right now, so I don't have to kind of put it at the end. I can talk a little bit about the Big O special right now. We talked about it on the morning show. We really do appreciate, first off, the Green and White Club, who's our sponsor throughout football season. And then Trace Amigos down in Nocona, Texas. Jeff was like the other day, last week, he was like, we got a box. And I was like, what? I was like,
2 boxes.
I was like, do we want to open this? Like, are we getting hate mail because we got something wrong? But inside the box was some nice hats. And then they we got some gift cards to go down there and enjoy some food.
We're definitely stopping by there.
And we're definitely going to do that. And then, so I'm saying that to say, if you want to have a segment on the Big O special, we would love to bring somebody up here on a Wednesday or a Friday morning and let you showcase your food. If there's somebody that you think we should get on this show to bring up here for the Big O special, reach out to us. We would love, because we're doing this for the 940, of course, the kids, but we also want to support as many small businesses as we can with the Big O special. So please reach out to us and let us know.
Yeah, and then real quick, the last 5 that round out our On The Sideline list was Newcastle, who's playing good volleyball. They have a chance to actually move into the top 10. Christ Academy, who, again, state champs. You think, oh, Christ Academy's having an off year, but they're really not. They're just, you know, they're down some players, or they're, you know, they don't have the Bella Roses of last year, but they're still a very competitive team, especially in their division, their level of taps that they play. So we anticipate them to have still another long, deep playoff run. Legacy Leopards are playing some good volleyball. And then City View and Vernon, they're both playing good volleyball as well. They actually played each other last night. Vernon, I think, got the win in 5 sets or 4 sets.
In five.
So that right there tells you we've got from number 1 through 15, we've got plenty of schools that are girls are just out there competing and playing good volleyball, and you really can't ask for anything else than just good volleyball.
One school that I got to watch, they're kind of, they're in our coverage area, but they're kind of far off. I got a chance to sit down and watch the Bryson Cowboys, the lady I guess you would call them the Cowgirls, Bryson Cowgirls. I got to watch them play against a Sweetwater, whose volleyball team is amazing. Sweetwater got, I guarantee you, about 2 or 3 girls that are going to probably play collegiate, at high-level collegiate. And when I say high-level, probably D1, D2, just very, very, very big, tall, strong ladies. And Bryson played extremely well against them. And it was very impressive to see a 6-man school, a 1A school, playing Sweetwater. So shout out to the lady Bryson. I don't know what the proper name is for that, but
Cowboy girls.
the ladies of Bryson. Oh, that sounds good. The ladies of Bryson. They might need to trademark that. But I'm big on trademarking stuff. So, but yeah, the ladies out there in Bryson, you guys left an impression on me for sure. So shout out to those ladies out there.
Yeah. So what we're doing now is we're just going to take a little break. And then we got 2 special guests coming on the show, volleyball related, of course, because this is our volleyball show. All right. Welcome back. We're back in it. I got my Iowa Park t-shirt on. It doesn't say volleyball.
So
we got
good.
two very special guests with us today. Coach Jessica Green for the volleyball team in Iowa Park.
Yes, sir.
And one of their lead senior players, Miss Cate McAlister. Yeah, everybody give them a clap. Hear all these fans y'all got? Isn't that crazy? No, but like I said, we don't have really an agenda. We just wanted to bring you guys in. We've been doing a lot of football stuff.
You know what you didn't think about? I just thought about this. Coach Green is our first ever volleyball coach to be on the show.
Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Look at you.
Look at that.
Yeah, so, it is what it is. We're busy with football. I'm sure, as you know, being female sports sometimes get overlooked. Well, we want to make sure that doesn't happen. So we decided, we had this planned out every Wednesday since we started football, but we've just been busy on Wednesdays. And so now the new routine hopefully is moving forward with some volleyball coaches and or players. So we appreciate y'all coming on. If you would so kindly just give a brief kind of introduction of yourself and maybe your coaching career.
Okay. I am Coach Green, Jessica Green from Iowa Park. When I first started coaching, I was at Irving Nimitz High School in the Metroplex. And then I got married and moved up here, and I took the head coaching job at Cityview. And then last year was my first year at Iowa Park.
Okay. And so how long were you at Cityview?
For 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And we won't forget you, Miss Cate. If you just give us a little description about yourself, maybe tell us about family or what else you do besides volleyball.
So I'm Cate McAlister, and I'm a senior this year at All Park. And other than playing volleyball, lots of it, I am involved in the FFA, and I show pigs, heifers, and goats. And so, I'm really involved in a lot of that stuff. And I have 2 younger sisters. One's a freshman this year. She's on JV. And then my younger one, she's in 2nd grade. So she loves volleyball and loves watching us.
And Mom's in the studio here, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Freshman and 2nd grade, or do y'all have some in between? Y'all have, no? So, okay. Yeah. Wow, hey.
They got a ways
to go. Never know.
They're kind of like me. I have a 17-year-old and a 5-year-old. I don't know what I was thinking about, but it just kind of, God has a sense of humor.
God works in mysterious ways.
So I have a question for you, Cate. So you said you show heifers?
Yes.
Which is a cow, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm just making sure I don't get it wrong. And pigs.
What kind of cow? What kind of cow?
Man, I don't know. A female cow, I guess. Because I remember my rest of soul grandma, my grandmother used to say heifer a lot to my cousins. But she'd be like, sit down. I'm like, no, I know, grandma, what you're saying. But anyways, moving on. So the pigs, which one of the 2 would you say is the most difficult to deal with?
Me personally, it has to be the pigs, because like with heifers, you do have to like halter train them and stuff, but with pigs and stuff, you're more training with like a whip, and so you don't have control. Like you can't hold on to them if they try to take off. Like the pigs, they can really just run off, and I'll have to run after them.
Do you have I know it's off subject, but I like learning new stuff, and you're here now, so you're the professor. So what's your favorite type of pig that would you say you like to show?
I love showing Durocs. Those are my favorite breed.
Okay, I act like I was gonna know what does that pig look like?
It's like a red skinned down-eared pig. So like
Okay.
its ears cover its like its eyes.
So the red ones. That's how I know them. The red spots. I know them like that. But now it's want to say it again?
Duroc.
Duroc. All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna act like I know what I'm doing next time on that. I'm gonna give me a Duroc.
He's never gonna know what he's doing. Don't let him fool you. So we went over our rankings just a little bit ago. We had y'all ranked underneath Henrietta, which I don't know who's the dummy who did that. But seeing that you guys played each other last night, give us a brief breakdown of how that went for you guys. We know the score was 3-0. How'd that go? Was it?
It went really well. I keep preaching to them that if we can minimize our errors, we would be unstoppable. And as I sit there and tally, and my assistant coaches help me do that, it really breaks it down for them. So that's what we've been working on, and it showed last night. So
eliminating the serving out of bounds or serving into the net. And it's crazy because, I don't know. I act like I don't, but I don't know how hard it is to serve. But these girls, you're like, you sit back and you think, like for us, we watch a lot of football, so we're like, oh, it's just a kicker. That's all he's supposed to do is kick. Like he should be able to make every one. So it's like, oh, they're just serving. He should be able to serve it every time. But I don't know. You see it a lot, even at their age. Even at the varsity level, they're making little. I guess it's one of those things where it's like not impossible to just make a little mistake, but they're costly. Those errors, like you said, and. Man, I've been just, I've watched a lot of volleyball around here, and that will definitely hurt your team.
Do you think serving is more of a mental thing? Because I've seen girls that are really, really good servers who came up each time when it was time for them to serve and couldn't get the ball over the net. Do you think, and this is for UK, do you think the pressure of the game sometimes takes advantage of your ability?
Yes, I do think it will take advantage, but like when I go back to serve and I'm on the serving line, I tell myself, I'm like, okay, your team needs you, and I have to push myself to get the ball over and in, just over and in. Like she'll give me a spot and I'll try to aim for it, but I'm mainly just looking to get it over and in. Like I have that mental like. Okay,
I'm gonna intervene because I do see the coaches like aiming at their clipboard and like here. So tell me, what are you looking for?
I'm usually looking for like the weaker passer.
Okay.
And this is just like me scouting and film and stuff like that. What I see. If it doesn't work, then I usually go to miscommunication. So like who I think or what I've seen so far on the court of who's not talking. So even though I'm handing them a position, I always tell them like, if you're not comfortable hitting that position, it now becomes a zone. And so, I'm very strategic whenever I hit it, and that's what I tell them every time. Like, if you can serve that exact spot, you're going exactly where I need you to go. If not, it becomes a zone, and now I want you to hit either in between two people or those two people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
the next part, because she said this, I was thinking of this, but so when you say miscommunication, that's one thing that I've noticed in the game of volleyball that I think a lot of people, to me, the better teams are the ones that talk. I've seen it a lot, countless times when I get to go to games where the ball's right there for two people to get, but there was no communication. So that, in their mind, I'm thinking they're getting it, trying not to step on it. So what's the biggest part for you, Cate, and your teammates to make sure that you guys are communicating? Do you think it's just with volleyball, or does it also take place on what you guys having that bonding outside of the court as well?
I do think it can like deal with both. So I know like our bond, I feel like this year we've really meshed well and we're really coming together, and so like we have that really like taken care of. But sometimes like when we're on the court, we like in our head, like we'll get in our heads and we'll break down and we'll stop talking. So we'll try to pick up the energy, and we like to like we really feed off the energy to talk and communicate with each other.
Okay, since you said the energy, on the air, what's one of y'all's chants? I'm big in the girl chants in sports, volleyball and softball. So if y'all make a kill, somebody make kill. What's the chant y'all got?
When somebody makes a kill, it's either like 3 booms or we'll turn around, count 1, 2, 3, and slap the bench seats.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's what you're saying, boom, boom, boom?
Yes.
Okay, because I hear that chant at y'all's place, and I don't know if I thought they're saying like a
Well,
A,
we
B, C or
have a
something.
new
Or-
assistant coach this year, and so he's really brought a lot of energy to us.
I haven't seen the guy.
Yes, he's funny. So the girls feed off of him, and whatever chant he says, they usually mimic. And now it's back and forth.
Yeah, so next question. I'm going to just stop clicking and try to get the right person here. I forgot what I was going to say. You mentioned the bond, or you were talking about the bond of off-court activity. So I did see, Coach, that you brought all the girls to church the other day, so that was really cool.
Yes.
So you're a member of City Hope?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. I saw they had a big shindig out there on
Yes,
369.
they actually want to sponsor us for a team dinner this year.
Oh wow!
So we're gonna go there and have it right before. I think it's like October 8th. So we're excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And so my question now is going to shift to you, Cate. And this is, I think I briefly texted with your mom maybe about college.
Yeah.
So obviously you're talented enough to go play college volleyball. Do you have any schools in mind, or have you began your process of talking with college coaches or sending out film or anything like that? And tell us a bit about how that's been going.
It's been going well. So last year, Coach Green really helped me with this. I got all my film and started clipping it and sending it out. And so like this year, I'm getting like in better contact, and I'm in contact with a few coaches, and I'm going to like some campuses, and I'm going like to play or practice with them. So it's going
Okay.
good.
And so do you have, like, if you had to pick like 3 colleges, which one, what would you pick?
For volleyball and for like my degree, West Texas A&M is really good, but I'm not in contact with them. And then Angelo State University, Navarro College, and then Wesleyan University in Oklahoma.
Okay. And so for the people that don't know your degree, I do, but what are you pursuing outside of volleyball for college?
Agriculture business.
Okay. And what is that exactly?
So I want to come back and be our county extension agent here at Wichita Falls. And it's just like you're not really overhead of like FFA, but kind of 4-H, and you kind of deal with all like the animals and everything with that stuff.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
So you said West Texas is a school that you're interested in. Haven't really had much communication with them, but so the question is, if you were to be right now, if you were on air like this particular interview, if you were to sell yourself to West Texas, what would you say?
I don't. That's a hard question. I would probably be like, y'all really have my degree, and I really like y'all's school, and it really interests me, and I think I could bring their school a lot of energy and a lot of potential, because I like to be energetic and stuff on the court, and that's my main thing is energy, and I could bring that to their team.
So the reason I asked that is because yes, it's a hard question, but you don't realize you just sold yourself. One thing that we want to make sure that we're doing on this platform is giving you the opportunity to maybe get yourself in front of somebody that might not see you. So what we'll do is we're going to make sure that when we get done with this, Jeff I'm going to tell you guys now, he is the bold guy that will send it to the coaches. Cause I forgot who,
What are they going to do? Say no?
It was some coach.
Or ignore me on my message?
It was some
Don't hurt
coach.
me, man.
Matter of fact, it was the Texas Tech coach for.
Yeah, she invited me out to come.
Messaged him right back. So we're definitely going to do that type of stuff. But always remember that you're your biggest advocate. A coach can advocate for you. A parent can advocate. But what you just said on the camera and that in itself was good enough. It's not never a right or wrong answer. Because to me, as a college coach wants to see genuine. They want somebody that they know that wants to be there. So not saying West Texas is going to come running or whatever, but why not shoot your shot? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
So how is West Texas A&M? They're like D2, right? Okay. And so have you done any research on their team?
Yeah, I've kind of done some research, but not like a lot because we haven't really been in contact that much.
Yeah. So like one good thing I heard was like whatever position you play, you go in and you look and you say, okay, look, they have this girl, this girl, this girl. I already know this girl's a senior. She's doesn't have any eligibility left. She's leaving. So then you type up a message and say, I already know so-and-so is leaving next year and so-and-so has 1 year left. And I know that I can bring the energy, like you got to do research. Like he said, you're the biggest advocate. Coach Green can only do so much. Mom can only do so much. Dad, whoever can only do so much. But your ability speaks for itself. So just know that you have what it takes. You just got to go out there and try to capture it.
This is what I tell her. So, we sat down, we made the highlight film. That is one thing that I tell them, like, I want them to do because it showcases their personality and what they think. Now, if I absolutely think that it's not good, I'm like, don't put that in there. Like, this is what you need. This is what you need to send. And then they kind of show it to me. We put it together. And then I use field level a lot. So, like, to get the girls seen and stuff like that, my communication is usually through field level. They seem to respond a lot faster through it. So, I don't know. It's just been happening. But I'll send it out to her, and then she picks her colleges. And we've had that discussion, go through the roster, make sure, they don't have, 5 juniors that are still there that are going to be playing, and then you're redshirting for that first year, and that's what I told her is it doesn't matter, whether she goes D2 or D3 or whatever, as long as she gets her school paid for at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so, that's what my goal is for her is, how can we get her there?
And it's not a D1 or D2 bus. Go get, like she's saying, go get in college.
Well, the one thing,
start working with college level coaches and athletic trainers and strength and conditioning and all that. And then they're going to see your growth, and that your growth is going to depend on you ultimately, how hard you work, what you put in, and then you get seen by those other, because the days of going straight to the big schools are slim to none nowadays. So it's almost like a stepping process. You got to get in, then you transfer. And I know that that's no fun to think of transferring, but it's not, you don't have to go to a school that has your degree for the first 2 years, because you can be doing just little stuff and then moving as you progress. So
one thing you got to remember is I tell every kid that I come in contact with, playing collegiate, you're already considered to be elite. I think we get caught into the big schools and we miss. There's only a certain percentage of kids that get to play at the next level. So if you're getting college coaches, one thing you have to tell yourself daily, I'm already considered to be in the elite. And I'm telling you, you're elite. You're an elite volleyball player. You're tremendous. You're good. I coming into the season, I'll say it on the air. I don't care who gets mad. I said, even if the people at City View, I said, our Park's one of the favorites to win that district. I said it to Jeff. He was like, we're going to see how it goes. And I said, I'm just standing on there, and I'm still standing on it. I'm standing live on there that I said personally that I feel like our Park's the team to beat in that district. But I will say for you, continue to fight, continue to do that. I got a question for you, though. Do you like to eat?
Yes.
All right, so starting out, of course, we got to truly bring the Big O Special in. Guess who sponsors the Big O Special?
Who?
The Green and White Club in Iowa Park. So near and dear, the people in Iowa Park, they love Big O, so I love the people in Iowa Park. So let's start with you. So if you were before a game on let's say a Friday, Tuesday games are kind of not all the way up, but a Friday game, what's something you like to eat before the game?
Before the game, usually I eat snacks, but like for lunch, I love Chicken Express. So maybe go get some chicken or something with my friends, and then we'll eat it and come back to school.
Okay, so Chicken E out there in Iowa Park, they normally their chicken is always fresh too. So I like eating that Chicken Express.
They let you leave at lunch?
Yeah, we have off-campus lunch for juniors and seniors.
I was gonna be like, if I need to cut that out, I can do that later.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
So the next,
if they don't do that at Burke, you can't leave.
Yeah. So the next part of my question is gonna be, I guess two parts. If you're having a home cooked meal, cooked by your mom, what would be the home cooked meal?
Your favorite?
Probably when she makes like chicken fried steak or something like that, and it's really good. And she like bakes too, so she makes really good cake balls.
Okay, so I'm expecting.
Cake balls in the mail.
No, I'm gonna go pick them things up. You hear me? I want them fresh. Oh yeah, I want them fresh. But so the
I
next,
just want some banana bread.
so the next part about it is, this is probably not a good question to ask, but I gotta ask. You're in the pigs. Do y'all do you butcher? Do y'all butcher?
Yes.
Do y'all keep and eat, or y'all get rid of?
So we'll go to major shows, and usually we'll have like 2 or 3 pigs left from that, and we'll end up butchering those, and we'll keep those and freeze them, and we'll have meat to eat.
All right, yeah, okay. My type of people, the people that get so sensitive and I can't do it, man. You better eat.
Big old special about to get canceled is what's gonna happen.
You know, but I'm just saying, you know how much money and stuff you put into the pig. I mean, it's just. I mean, my favorite movie is Lion King, and it's the circle of life. You know,
Yeah.
they eat us when you go. I hate to say it like this, but it's the truth. Whenever you go, when you're buried, you're gone. The pigs live off of that just like the cows do. So that's just my part about it. And then, do you eat it? Do you like eating at Harvey's?
Yes.
All right. What's your favorite thing at Harvey's? That's my go-to spot.
Probably the hamburger.
The hamburger at Harvey's. Harvey's, you heard it here first. Big old special. I need you guys to hook me up with something, me and Cate, so we can go have a burger and a shake. Cate and O. All right. That's all I got.
You ain't got nothing for
Oh, Coach. Yeah, this. My bad,
Coach
Cate.
Green over here? Come on.
I know Coach Green likes to eat. I've been around him for a long time. So, Coach Green. So, I'm about to put him on the spot because he's not here. If Tyler was to cook a meal for you, what would be the meal that, like, if he 100% Tyler, I'm giving you some, I'm hooking you up, bro. What's the one thing that you like? If he say he's gonna cook, what do you want him to cook?
Steaks.
What's the sides to go with the steak?
Usually like baked potato and any type of veggie.
Okay, so Tyler, you heard it right now. We need some steaks later on. And those babies out there, what's your favorite? I love Coach Green's kids. They seen them grow up. So what are the babies? What's something you like to cook? You're a coach, of course, and people don't understand when you're a coach, you don't have a lot of time. So what's your get home from school practice and make sure those kids get fed? What's your go-to meal?
So actually, I have a great husband.
Come
And
on now.
He is
See, I told you, Tyler,
he is a star dad when I am in season. So my babies are fully fed, and if I miss the dinner, he has it already cooked for me and ready to go. But I mean, he's my support system. So when I'm not there, he is super mom and super dad.
See,
Awesome. Awesome.
T, when you see me, just give me a hug, bro. I gave you love all the way around. But shout out to Tyler real quick. I will say this. He hasn't been a super fan as well. He's make sure there's not a game that goes by that we don't get stats and updates. I know the coaches are sending those things in, but he makes sure that we get that information. So shout out to him. We need more people like Tyler Green that does that for your community. So shout out to him when our parts getting those recognitions and things like that. It's because he's taking the time to make sure we're getting accurate information. So thank you again, Tyler.
Yeah, and Tyler's been really good. He has been. I talked to him last year. Or I met him last year, and yeah, he's just been a good connection for us here on the show. A couple more questions with just me. I always got to take off for now, but you mentioned your energy, and me, I'm a sports videographer. I love emotion. Like that's one of the biggest things that I'm always looking for in my videos. And so I've done some videos of you.
Yes.
Some very emotional videos, we'll say. And I just want to say that your energy, you call it, I call it emotion, is fantastic. I love it. And it's a great thing for a sports videographer to review and or to record, not review. But anyways, so you do a great job out there. Next question would be for you, Coach. And I was thinking about this today. How important is it for you to have, because I know there's a lot of teams out there that have girls that are just kind of, oh, they like volleyball, or, you know, maybe not so much in this area because we have a lot of great volleyball programs that run, you know, year round and stuff like that, competitive programs. But a lot of coaches just get kids that want to go through the season and just, play and have fun with their friends. So how important is it for you as a coach to have a player that has college aspirations and college trajectory to lead or help, be a part of your team?
It's actually really, really good because then they know like expectation levels, like we have kids that, and I mean, this is throughout the whole program. I mean, we have kids that can play anywhere. And when you have kids that can play anywhere and do whatever, I mean, I'm going to do what I can to get them out. And whether that be, spending hours or whatever, emailing, doing whatever I have to do. Emmy, previously at City View, she was the same way as Cate. And it just reminds me like their energy level and stuff like that. But just the leadership on the court, when we look at each other, she knows, okay, I got to get serious. And so those are the type of connections that you're like looking for in other kids. And when they see that, they're like, okay, she is serious. And, she knows when I'm playing and when I'm not playing. And so it's easier for the girls to kind of adapt to when they see that too. Yeah.
And you mentioned when you're playing and when you're not playing. I've heard the huddle talk. So I know you can get serious at times, which is good, obviously. So Owl Park opens up against Henrietta yesterday. Get the win. So you're 1-0 in district. What does the rest of your district schedule look like for the first round? And then obviously you do another round with the same teams, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
Who do y'all have Friday?
We have City View on Friday.
City View Friday, and then
Bowie on Tuesday.
Okay.
Holiday the following Friday.
Okay.
And then Vernon, and then Jacksboro.
Okay. All right. So obviously a bigger district. So you're, like Memorial, they don't start district until like 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
But, so that's a tough district. Obviously I would say that y'all are favored to, make the playoffs. I would say that probably, would we agree that maybe Holiday is the favorite right now? Or is that something to, obviously it's hard for you to say as a coach and a player, but Holiday may be the favorite. I think y'all are clear cut number 2. Y'all should be able to get by Jacksboro. Bowie might be tough. City View, Vernon, I think y'all can get past them. So I guess the important thing is get the second seed. Do you know whether you'll be, if you go in as a second seed, will you be, I guess, big or small school? Do you know?
I'm not really sure because if other people get in, like let's say Henrietta or City View or, one of them, then they're going to go small school. And then we would go, both of us would go big school.
You and Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But if it's like Vernon, if Vernon gets in, then
Vernon's bigger than y'all?
Yeah, Vernon's a big school. So that means Holiday would go small. And I'm assuming maybe.
So are y'all bigger than Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's Vernon, then y'all. So y'all.
Yeah, I think that's right.
As far as like population or whatever?
Population wise.
Oh, so y'all are pretty much big school.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, right?
Yeah, we're big school no matter what.
Okay. So, well, that's not too bad, right?
Yeah.
You can get you never know how the bracket will play out, but I'm kind of running out of questions. This has been a pretty good interview. Again, I appreciate you guys coming up. Y'all have any questions for me?
No. Nope, I think we're good.
Mm-hmm. And you're an outside hitter. That's your main position, right?
Yes, that's my main position.
You don't play middle, right? Okay, I got one more question. I lied. All right. I've watched a lot of volleyball. I've even coached it at like the YMCA level. So it's pretty simple. Please explain to me briefly, if you can, this substitution rotation rules for high school. Like, how many substitutions do you have to substitute, like the same person in and out? Or how does that work?
It used to be where you could sub in and out with just that person, but if you threw in a third person sub, then that third person sub would knock off the first person. So, but now you can sub 3 in for one position. So, okay. and it doesn't matter the rotation that they go in.
Okay.
And then of course the liberos can go in
and out. They don't count as substitution.
Correct.
But how many substitutions do you get like in a game or a set?
So you're at 18, but usually, you want to kind of slim it down to whatever you have. So.
Okay. And then, so like they have to, I know they have to be in like a certain rotation, like as the ball comes over the net, right? And then y'all move. because then it's like chaos. To
Yeah,
me.
I mean,
Like that's hard for me to.
Last year I had, multiple people who could hit in multiple places. So like, she was running middle in one rotation and we never moved her out. But yeah, technically you're moving them out and they're going to their exact base of where they need to be.
Okay. And that's after like the ball comes over.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to go to like a passer, right?
Yes.
And then a setter, and then okay. Whenever I played volley, or when I grew up, it was bump, set, spike. But now it's what, pass, set, hit.
Yeah.
Is that funny? It's not, are you calling me old over there?
No.
I'm just kidding. Also, Cate, you play 6 rotate. Like, what do you call the players that play full rotation? Like, never come off the court.
I mean, all the way around.
All the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what you play all the way around, don't you? Or
There's
most of the way.
sometimes, yeah. Like if we're up, and that's what I tell the girls. Like if we're up, awesome, people can get in. But sometimes when I need a different change of energy, and I always tell the person whoever's subbing out with her is, sorry, I got to have someone to put the ball away, and they take it. I mean, she has some really good teammates right now that they're meshing together and they're understanding different things. And I always tell them, like, it's not personal, but at the end of the day, like, I've got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
And so she can play 6 rotations, and it's crazy to think that she never really got the opportunity until last year. But, it's just forcing her around and having confidence when I do stick her in that she's going to fill that role.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, you're one of my favorites just because how high you jump and how hard you kill it and your emotion. Like that's what does it, for me as a fan. But also, I mean, there's so many good players in the area and in Iowa Park. Do you want to take a second just to name some of your other girls on the team?
Yeah. We've got Jenna Green right now.
She's a sophomore?
She's a junior.
Junior,
yeah.
Okay.
She just started setting last year.
Oh,
So,
really?
yes. And
She's tall, too. She's
she's
like
very
a big
tall.
setter.
Micah Combs, Emma Withridge, Hannah Stewart. I mean, we've got a whole slew of girls that are coming through. And
I know Amalia played in the
Amalia,
All-Star game.
yes.
You didn't get to play. I was
I
heartbroken.
know.
Yes,
that's okay.
yes. But
Maybe this year.
we've got a lot of good talent, and each one, it's always funny because I always tell them, like, even if you're off one game, it doesn't matter if you're off in your position, you could be on in something else. And so, it's just a different way of looking at it in a mindset wise. If Cate's not hitting the ball well, someone's got to step up and hit the ball well. And our middles have been doing a tremendous job of that. Stepping up even when she's not hitting the ball or whatever the case may be, she might be in her head one time. And everyone's just kind of playing together, they're meshing together. And I truly don't think that we have fully peaked yet.
Yeah, and I don't think so either. I'll be, just watching y'all against Nocona, just like you mentioned at the beginning of the show, just little things. And I think volleyball is like that a lot, just little things. 1 point here at a key time or one mistake here at a key time. It's like, I guess that's why we love it so much, is because it's so competitive and so teeter-totter on just one little thing, which makes everything interesting. But I think that might be it that I can think of right now. I'm excited for y'all. I'm excited for the rest of y'all's year. If I could get a volleyball shirt somehow.
Of course, yes.
Yes, we'll get you one.
But Cate, keep doing great things.
Thank you.
You're a stud player,
Thank you.
I wish you the best. And I hope I get to come. I know for sure I'm coming to see at least one more of y'all's games. Hopefully more. But keep hitting it hard and keep screaming and going crazy and the dance was pretty funny too. Oh, did you see the video?
I did.
Okay. And did y'all see the other video where I think it was Hannah?
Dug
dove
it up
and hit it up
and
then
Jenna set it
it was
out.
boom and then boom.
Yes.
Got like
He's got the boom going on.
it's got like 350,000 views on there.
Yeah.
pretty
It's
sweet.
good. Yes.
Y'all are famous. No, good job. And again, thank y'all so much for coming on the show. Anything else for me?
No,
I think we're good.
No? Kate?
I'm good.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. And wish y'all the best of luck this year. And hope to see y'all out there again soon. All right?
All right.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Sweet.